Everybody, I designed this video to dispel the notion that we're going into a housing bubble and that we're going to see prices of homes suddenly start to drop, even though we're probably going into a recession. I can tell you that's probably not going to happen. So if you're a realtor and you have clients that are thinking, I'm going to wait till the dust settles and prices have been increasing so much, they're bound to come down, right? Let's wait on this thing. That's probably not going to happen. I'm going to show you why. So the first screen is this one. 8 of the last 9 years that we've had recessions, or 9 times rather that we've had recessions, we've actually had prices of homes either been stable or actually increased during those recessions. The exception is 2006, 2007, which was very, very different and was actually caused by the housing bubble. Or the housing bubble actually caused the recession. So it's a very, very different time frame. So let's explore that just a little bit more. So what was happening during that time? So first of all, you got to remember that during 2006, 2007, we had the lowest number of formations that we had had in a very, very long time as compared to completions. What that means is we had a low number of people in housing formations, people ready to buy versus the number of homes that were built and completed and ready to be sold. Very, very different than what we have today, which is just the opposite. We have not enough inventory and many, many more people ready to buy. One of the reasons for that is that during the mid 70s, which is in 2006 was when the a 33-year-old was in a position to buy, there was a lot lower birth rate during that time versus in 2023 we look at a much higher birth rate, so many more people. In fact, there's 30 million more people out there today ready and willing to buy and less inventory. So probably a pretty good likelihood that they were not going to see reduction for just those reasons. Additionally, let's look at the vacancy rates in 2006 versus today. So what happened was, for about a 25-year period, housing was pretty stable in terms of the numbers of people purchasing homes. And then in early 2000s, the market really started heating up and people were buying on speculation. They were buying to flip properties, buying a lot of rental properties. It was easy to get rental properties and it was easy to flip. But what happened was there was so much vacancy rate that people had to start unloading these properties because the carrying costs were too high. And so they probably sold them at a loss. Very, very different than today. We have a very low vacancy rate. All right, let's explore another reason. So look at the number of homes that were available for sale in 2007, topped 4 million versus today, 1 million. So we got about 25% of the inventory today than we did in 2007. So just that right there, there's just not enough properties that are available to allow prices to come down significantly. Finally, I hear this argument all the time is that, well, prices have gone up so much in the last few years, they're bound to come down. And we like to call this betting against the champ. So if you look at since 1941, prices have increased 73 times, they've decreased 7 times and stayed flat 1 time. So let's just look at this. From 1943 through 1947, you had a cumulative compounding interest of 118%. So that was a lot of appreciation really fast. You'd think that, okay, there's bound to come down, right? Well, directly after that, it literally took 43 years until you had the next time when prices went down. Let's look at from 74 through 79. You had another 93% compounding interest. Again, that argument would be, well, we've had all this interest, all this equity built up, there's bound to come down. Well, you had to wait another 10 years before they went down, and it went down 1%. Then it went for another 14 consecutive years until we hit that 2007. Everybody always wants to look at that 2007, but again, remember what I just showed you, very, very different during that time period. There was so much more inventory than there is today. It was much easier to get financing, and there were a lot more people that, or a lot less people out there ready and willing to buy. So if you look at where the market bottomed out in 2012, and this is the last slide, in 2012, the market bottomed out. What happened? Well, interest rates, or appreciation went up 8% in the next 12 months. And that's when there was 2 million more homes. Right now we have only 1 million available. So it kind of goes to show that we're not probably going to have this big dip that everybody thinks is coming. And that is actually bearing out. So 2023, there was speculation that, we would have this decline in valuation, but we haven't seen that so far. In fact, we've seen appreciation continue to rise, and we think it's going to continue to rise. So hope that helps you. And as always, if you have any questions, please give me a call.